All right, want to welcome everybody to the Brewery Boys broadcast.
Hola.
It is 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
We are at Mr. Brews, as everybody can see. So, I'm having the, got you a little coast. I'm having the Outlaw from Tivoli Brewing Company. It's their beer of the month, so I'm giving it a try. So far, it's pretty light, pretty crisp. So I'm not hating it right now. So, what are you having? The freshly squeezed.
Freshly squeezed. Deschutes Brewery in Oregon.
All right.
It looked like it was supposed to be a lemonade
Shandy type thing.
kind of a thing, but I'm not really getting any lemonade
Okay. Well, so as you may notice, we have some stuff.
stuff.
This is Revitalite, which we have Revitalite regular, and we have Revitalite Zero. This is the adult Pedialyte. It is for basically hangovers. I ran into this guy. Well, I didn't really run into him. The sales rep came in a few years ago when I was running the Tate Creek Wine and Spirits, and his name is Ryan Leonard, and he owns this company or has something major to do with this company. So
Now, what makes it adulty?
it's just like Pedialyte is, more for kids, more for
Oh,
kids.
okay.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with it.
Yeah. So this, and it, of course, it's
Electrolyte drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought maybe it was
No, it's
alcohol in it or
no,
something.
no.
It's best way to get over a hangover is start drinking again.
Well, anyway, Mr. Leonard, he had I got a bunch of it in when I was running the Tate Creek Wine and Spirits, and we built. He had something to do with Barstool. He was affiliated with them for a while. I'm not sure if they still are, but anyway, we had a nice display of it. He's been a good partner for me, or I was a good partner for him, getting his product in. And with us getting this started, I just kind of reached out to him and told him what we were doing. He liked the idea. The other day I came home, I got 3 cases of it.
3 cases of it.
So it comes in a variety pack. You have 3 zeros and 3 regulars. So, and while I was at Tate Creek, he also he sent me this shirt and a nice Revitalite hat.
Swagged it up.
Yeah. So these were in the closet, so I brought them out so we could promote their stuff. I feel like
Very good.
he went through all the trouble to send the cases. Least I can do is get the word out, right? All right.
Are we wanting to sample one? And
Well, I mean, I'm not hungover, so I don't. And plus, I don't know what their policy is about outside food, so I don't want to get. We don't want to get into that. But it's on the table, it's on the camera, so we'll hashtag it when we're done. You guys can look it up.
for those of you getting older and need something to replenish yourself. And
So I will say that we went on one of Slow Count's baseball trips up to Cincinnati, and some of the parents, imbibed, and they bought this for me, like at Tate's Creek. So, and it was all that it said it was. So it.
but then they had some. It was like, whoa, this is awesome.
I mean, it wasn't me, but it was So, but it was. It does the trick. I can attest to that.
Okay.
So, anyway, I sent you that thing about the Sinful Lily playing at that place on Woodland Avenue. Did you get the picture that I sent from the flyer that they sent me?
Let's see what we got.
Yeah, right there. They're playing at what's it called? Two Fisted. It's down on.
Free show. Doors open at 7. Simple Lily 8 p.m. Pre-beer party. Where does it say anything about? Your post does not say anything about place, except for 388 Woodland Avenue.
388 Woodland Avenue. It's just a 3-Fisted Willie's or whatever. 2-Fisted Willie's right around in there. But anyway, they're playing a free show tomorrow night. They were actually on TV promoting it. I think I'm going to try to make that show. But
What kind of music is it?
the venue handles all types. I'm not sure what bands are on the venue other than Sinful Lily. And Sinful Lily's like your 80s metal, 90s metal, so they're pretty hardcore, hard rock. Which that's why I got that, because I decided let's talk some music this episode.
Some music.
Yes. And since we were talking music, we were talking about movies, and one of the movies that was brought up last week was This Is Spinal Tap.
For our Saturday evening matinee talk?
Yes. So did you get a chance to watch it?
I did. And I remember it as it was. I mean, I didn't really get into it before, and I can say I didn't really get into it again.
Well,
it's lackluster.
I'm gonna agree to disagree on that, because I think it's a great comedy movie. Just the whole aspect, the different portions of that movie are taken from actual events from bands that happen.
I mean, there's parts through there that'll hit some funny, but it just doesn't flow good, I don't think.
Like when,
but I mean, it gives you a look at the life of a band, and throws all the stuff at it, like the breakups and the fights and the women and the
the Yoko Onos and everybody joining. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like when when they're going to tour Boston, and it's like they're getting canceled. Don't worry, Boston's not a big college town. It's like, what? And then you've got the Stonehenge monument.
I like the little mini Stonehenge. I like the trap when the bassist gets trapped in the cocoon.
Yeah. But yeah. So,
and of course, the classic line is, "These go to 11."
Yeah. Why not make 10 the highest and make that
these go to 11?
And then to me too, the outtakes. If you watch the whole go after the credit, like go while the credits are running, that's a whole other movie. Because when Nigel's sitting there, Nigel's the guitarist. Mm-hmm. Nigel's sitting there, and he said, "Well, what would you be doing if you weren't in a rock band?" And he's kind of like, "I'd be selling shoes. I'd be selling zapatos or whatever they're called." And then he's like they start going on in the conversation. He's like, "No, we don't have," like right in the middle of the sentence. "No, we don't have your size. Would you like to see those in a brown?" It's like,
that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some comic bits in there, but it's just overall, I'd give it a 2 pints.
Ooh. Yeah. So, having as many friends in bands as I did and do, I get it. And we used to have, when Mark Davenport, John Davenport, Mark's wife Martha, we'd be over at my friend Dave's house watching it, and it was one of those things where the first person that quotes it, you have to go get everybody a beer from the refrigerator. So one time it's just like we're 10 minutes in and I quoted it. It's like, So I just went up. I went and got the beer, just got the 12-pack out of the refrigerator. I said, "Fuck it, this is what we're doing," because there's no way we cannot quote this movie. So I'm giving it a full 6-pack. So
I mean, you liked it that much? Huh?
Yes, it's one of my favorite movies. The wife hates it when I watch it, because it seems like whenever it's on, I try to watch it. It's almost like The Godfather. You gotta watch it when it's on. So
I can remember back in the day, I really first got watching it because it was Lenny from Lenny and Squeaky from the Burning Shirley. Hey, I know that dude.
It was Squeak. It was Lenny. You're right. Yeah, Squeaky's a little short dude. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it's so funny because they were only supposed to be a fictional band, like for the movie, and then the soundtrack was such, I guess, a hit. Like people really liked the soundtrack that they actually became and did. What
was your favorite song off the soundtrack?
Oh man,
I'll have to go with the whatever the
Sex
one is.
Farm.
Is that the one where he's like, the bigger the cushion?
No, that's
better the pushing. That's what I say.
No, that's Big Bottom. Big Bottom. Yeah. My girl's got 'em. Yeah, but I like Sex Farm. And then Stonehenge, where the Banshee.
I do love the look when he looks over and he sees that little stone thing coming down. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
There was a Stonehenge monument in danger of being trodden upon by a dwarf. Yeah. Well, it's not my fault Nigel doesn't know the difference between inches and feet. And then they have each character, they're going to make them characters. She's designed the drawing, like he's dressed like a lion. And one dude's a crab. And going through the meter where come through the airport. He's got all this stuff, and she's like doing. And he pulls out the cucumber wrapped in aluminum foil. Yeah, it's a classic. It is a classic.
It's a cult hit.
Yeah, if you have not seen it, definitely check it out because it is so worth it.
I mean, like I said, watch it. It's got some good parts, but I don't know. I mean, I get it because like I said, it is. They throw everything that a band goes through into the movie, like
but
fighting
when they're done, when they're trying to get to the stage and they're under the
getting the stage, they're like walking around, passing the little plumber guy. He's like, "No, you go up that way, take a left." They come back to him. He's like, "You took the wrong turn."
Yeah, you took the wrong what? Rock and roll. It's like, and then what was the gig where they're opening for the puppet show? It's like I told them the puppet show. Then Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap is first, then the puppet show.
But they actually released a tour shirt several years later. I think it was into the early to mid '90s, and it's on the back of it. You've got the Spinal Tap, the band, and then on the back of it, like they're all the canceled. So I was like, I always wanted to get that shirt, and it's like, okay, but yeah.
And we will say another one is in the works supposedly. Has been made, whatever.
Yeah, it's supposed to be released. I think this month or next month.
I wonder who's going to be in that.
The same guys. Like it's their fair. I think it's the farewell.
Is Lenny still alive?
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, all of them are still alive.
I mean, I know that I've seen the bassist going around doing performances and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, because apparently the guitarist Nigel Christopher Guest, I believe, is the actor. Was or still is married to Jamie Lee Curtis. And
oh, really?
Yeah, and then I'm not sure the guy Harry, the guy who plays Derek Smalls, the bass player. He actually, I think he had something to do with The Simpsons too. I think he was a voice actor on The Simpsons. But yeah, and then of course you've got Michael McKean. He's in a bunch of those movies. Like there was a whole rash of them that came up, and
is his name Christopher Guest?
Yep.
Doesn't look like him.
Well, he's got the long hair, the wig. So yeah. But yeah, he Michael McKean, the David St. Hubbins is his character, the lead singer. He's in. There's several of these movies called. There's a dog show one that I can't remember what it's called, but then you got A Mighty Wind, which is kind of like the Spinal Tap, but it's on the bluegrass, like folk music side, where it's a bunch of bands doing a tribute. And I mean, but all the humor in these, it's like they're dark. It's dark humor. But Best in Show, that's the dog one. But yeah, they're all the Eugene Levy. They've got a bunch of them. Like you saw those little bit pieces. Like Billy Crystal's in this one in Spinal Tap. They're him and Dana Carvey are the waiters. I mean, there was a huge, just a big list of who's who. Of course, they weren't that big then, but
right.
But yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, that movie is one of my favorites. So I don't think Slow Count watched it, even though I told him to.
I did.
Oh, you did? So.
And what's your analysis of that?
It was good. It definitely would not fly today for sure, but it was good for what it was good for the time period it came out, and it was.
So what was your favorite part?
I mean, pulled out the cucumber with the aluminum foil after he's going through the metal detector and that was my favorite part. That was fun.
There's a lot of classic moments. So.
But it's like Jason said, I don't know, it's kind of an acquired taste if you like it and you don't like it.
It is. Like I said, it's got humor, but then the rest of it kind of drags out like a documentary type thing. Yeah. Then it hits some humor, then it'll drag out to another scene. Yeah. But all throughout it has little nuances of like I said, of the bands, all the problems a band can go through.
And then when they were talking about all the drummers that died in a row, and
the first guy spontaneously combusted.
Just combusted. Right?
Yeah, the guy died. It's gonna die.
All the drummers have met their end at some kind of weird. He's the one drummer's in the tub. He's like, "Aren't you worried about that?" He's like, "No, I'm not." And I think he ends up spontaneously combusting too. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
It was just a flashing green light, and he just poof.
It was gone. Slime.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It's one of the classics. So, all right, so that's our, I guess, movie recap for the week, for the weekend, or whatever. So
I'll put this out there for next week. Let's go with Stripes.
ooh,
Classic.
another classic. That is a really good one. Yes, I'm. Have you researched it to see where it's available, or
It is free on either Tubi or
Pluto?
Pluto.
Okay.
It's one of the two.
I have both of those, so we're good to go there. All right. So staying with the music thing as we are. What is, and I already know, like it's going to be. What is your favorite Kiss album?
Probably either Alive or Alive 2.
Really? You're going to go with a live version of rather than a studio?
Yeah, I like the nuances of Alive, the more energy it puts out.
Okay.
I mean, studios do sound good. You know, clean it up a little bit, but when you're loud and you got some crowd noise in there and you got them, you can hear the pyrotechnics in the background.
Okay.
Kind of get in the concert mode, as it were. You feel like you're there. You close your eyes and you're like, whoa.
Okay. My favorite Kiss album. I'm gonna have to go with Dress to Kill. It's just Hooligan and the concept art of the whole album. I mean,
The little Beatles
with the dress,
soiree,
with it,
walking across the street.
Yeah, no, whether the suits,
Yeah, the
and,
suits to walk
standing there
across the
next to the street light, yeah. And then on the back of the album was the negative version of it, so I thought that was pretty cool. But that's one of those albums to me that the first album, obviously it's got your, strutter, the deuce, and all your.
Get your fire
But
out.
Yeah, but like Dress to Kill is one of those albums to me that just kind of fly. It goes under the radar. Like I don't know. That's one of those albums that I always like. I think I even have not the tour shirt, but I have a shirt that on the front of it's the album cover, and on the back it's the actual.
You got, let's see, Dress to Kill. You got Room Service.
Yeah,
Pretty good one.
It's a great song.
Two-timer. Ladies in Waiting. Get Away.
Yeah. I mean, the whole album from start to finish is. I mean, like I said, you've got the mainstays on the first two albums, Kiss and Hotter Than Hell. Is that the order?
Let's see the
But-
discography here.
Or I think Dress to Kill might have been the second album.
Yeah, I think Kiss was the first, then
And
Dress to Kill.
and then Hotter Than Hell. But those first three albums, I mean, you could really, I mean, obviously, like I said, with Kiss, you have Strutter, you've got Deuce, you've got kind of your the mainstay of the Kiss ballad or Kiss discography, and then you've got with Dress to Kill and Hotter Than Hell, you kind of come in with those B-sides, but those B-sides are every good as.
We will say, I think it's Kiss, Hotter Than Hell, then Dress to Kill.
Okay, so we had it right.
Then Alive.
But yeah, but I mean, those two, the two albums after the first album, like I said, you have those. You could kind of say they're B-sides to their hits, but the B-sides are just as good as the Deuce, Strutter, your mainstays. And what they were putting them out, like one came out, then the next year.
Yeah, basically,
I think there was a 3 year.
Kiss and Hotter Than Hell both in 1974. Dress to Kill and Alive in 1975.
Yeah,
so two albums a year.
Yeah, so
right
it
off
was. They were either writing music like crazy, or just hitting it hard and heavy. So.
Very creative. All the songs, almost like kind of rock anthemish type.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's what you've got you've got those songs Strutter, Deuce,
Strut up.
Rock and Roll All Night, stuff like that you hear.
Yeah, not country.
But those are the mainstays, and then you hear like you said, a Room Service or a Hotter Than Hell, or they're kind of, which I think they're kind of like the B-side songs, but the B-sides are every bit as
Yeah, they didn't get as much play.
right, but they're every
they're
bit
still-
as strong
yeah.
as the main roster, if you will. So I said Dress to Kill is my favorite, but I guess those first three albums, you could kind of go 1A, 1B, 1C, and of course, like you said, you're breaking into the live album.
I mean, you start out with Kiss, first album. You had Strutter, Nothing to Lose, Firehouse, Cold Gin, Let Me Know, Kissin' Time, Deuce. I mean, right there you've got like, what, 4 or 5 songs that are staples. They carried
Cold
on.
Gin, I mean, come on.
Cold Gin.
I mean, that, Ace Frehley wrote that, and it's, there's several, but, and then, then you broke into Hotter Than Hell, and then,
Ooh, got to choose.
So the fact that, we talked about it last time with Gene selling the discography and all the rights or whatever to the whatever they are. It's like, I don't know. I seem kind of.
It's un-Gene-like, but
very un-Gene-like, unless it's making the money.
There was, I think it was, I want to say 300 million or something like that. Still doesn't seem like a.
No, that's
for all the rights and everything.
I mean, he's made 300 million on at least 3 albums. I mean, so is Gene falling on hard times? I think not.
I think it was. I would say it's probably like they were done, not touring no more. And like, hey, these people are gonna take it and maybe carry it on. So we're gonna give them all the rights and the stuff so they can do whatever they want for the shows of whatever the hell they call it,
the Sphere
or whatever. So I think it's kind of what he went down with. But let me roll through some a live album. Probably my favorite. You got Deuce, got Strutter, got To Choose, Hotter Than Hell. So we're hitting some hits off the first albums. Firehouse, Nothing to Lose, Come On and Love Me, Parasite, She. I mean, these are all classics.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Watching You, 100,000 Years. If you haven't heard that one, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Black Diamond.
Yeah.
All that.
And those are all on the first 3 albums. So I mean, basically, if you wanted to go, for lack of a better term, the first
kind of the greatest hits.
Yeah,
it was
the first greatest hits live album, if you will.
I mean, if you think about it, Kiss was actually kind of struggling in the beginning.
Yep.
Because they didn't get a lot of airplay.
Yep.
Then they hit with the live album.
Well,
because it became popular because if you saw them in concert, the show, like we talked about before, the show is the show.
Right.
And you get the experience.
But
like no other. So that was what fans wanted and were used to. And then you get the albums, they're like, plus they're not getting pushed on radio.
Until, remember the birth of the Kiss Army?
Mm-hmm.
Where they basically forced a radio station to start playing them.
Yes.
Because they said they were going to come down, and people were like, "Oh, So here comes this mob of people down to the radio station.
Hooligans.
Yeah, it's like, okay,
dressed in leather.
and the Kiss Army was born. That's like, so I guess if you want to say the fans were one of the reasons why they got radio play.
Like I said, it's kind of like they were probably sitting around like, why are we not hearing this? It's such a great show, great songs. Why is the radio not playing them?
Yep.
And then wasn't quite ready for it. They were like,
which takes me to when we went to see Ghost, and the no cameras allowed rule and all that stuff. So the fact that seeing that show, and then of course now, granted with satellite radio, it's a whole different ball game now. So I mean, streaming, you can catch it anywhere. You can just Spotify, type in Ghost, whatever. But so had that show Ghost been back then, it would have been like, why is this was the most awesome show I've seen, why is it not getting radio play? Mm-hmm. So kind of the feel definitely put me back into the early days, the young guys like us being in school. Did you go to the show last night? Hell yeah, man. Of course, if there was a show, we were pretty much going together. So
at the concert shirts.
Yeah, but exactly. But then
show up at school Monday.
Yeah, and then if you weren't there, it's like, oh man, you missed it, dude.
And guess when concerts were back in the day?
On the weekend.
On a fucking Saturday, man. Come on. Who has a concert?
Sometimes on a Friday.
Friday or Saturday. Like, people can go. I don't have to get up early. I don't got school. But now you're going to throw them on a fucking Wednesday or a Tuesday night. I'm like, who does a concert on Tuesday night? I don't believe it.
That's, I mean, it's definitely a changed era, so.
And I don't understand because, even today's age, you concert on a Tuesday, well, who's going to go? Not a lot of people. Some people go, but if you had it on a Friday, Saturday night, more people could go. You'll sell more.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Well, of course, ticket prices nowadays too. It's like astronomical. Well, back in the day, we're paying $7, $8.
Disc Jockey or McAlpin's or whatever had the Ticketmaster booths. Yep. Went in there and you camped out sometimes till they opened the doors. Tickets, $30. Concerts, $30, $40. Sometimes
that's for
$25.
That was for two back in the day.
Now you go, it's like
no surcharges
Jonas
or
Brothers,
$1.
$200. Are you fucking kidding me?
Now it's like maybe $1 to like a print fee or something like that. So, but yeah, so I mean, we've got that, and
if you want to think about that aspect of it, going and standing outside like Disc Jockey until they opened at midnight or where they started selling the tickets, you got a whole experience there. You got lined up with a bunch of people, all the fans talking about the music, what they love, different songs. So you're already in the vibe of the culture of it all. Nowadays it's online. You're like, boop, boop.
Yeah. Now you got to prove you're not a robot. So, but yeah, the like you said, the concert, camping out was an experience. You met, I mean, I can't tell you how many people I met. And then of course, it's like, you see them at the show because 9 times out of 10, they're getting in the same row or the same area.
Ticket after ticket.
Yeah, so then it's like, oh, okay, so we'll see you at the show, and then you hang out. Sometimes they'd be going to school, they went to your school or whatever. So
I am a fan, old school fan of actual ticket.
Oh yeah.
I hate using my phone.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like if I go to a football game or an event and I gotta get my phone out and the Wi-Fi's not working, I'm like, holy shit! So I gotta stand back and redo it all and come up and like,
yeah,
my ticket. There you go.
Yeah. Well, and plus that's your proof that you win.
A memorabilia piece you can save on it. Like you see, like old school, or not old school, but things on the internet where they talk about old school stuff and they break out the programs and the ticket stubs and stuff. You don't have that today.
Nope.
Unless you phone screenshot it, you can put it on there and like, I got a phone screen. It's not the same.
Well, that we had the ticket when it was the Motley Crue tour when Vince wasn't with them. It was John Corabi was the lead singer. I was working at Target, and me and Mike worked at Target with me.
Target.
And it was Harold Littrell, the Backstreet Boy, Brian Littrell's brother. He and I and 2 of his buddies went up to see this Motley Crue show at the Palace because Vince wasn't with them, so they weren't selling arenas. And Typo Negative opened up, but the tour buses were in the back of the building, and we had parked in a parking structure right next to the Palace. And we're going, oh, there's the buses, let's go down. Well, Nikki, Mick, and John Corabi had gotten off and had gone inside. So by the time we got down, we're like, damn, we missed them. So we're sitting there on the curb, just like, okay, right next to the tour bus. Well, 10 minutes later, the door opens. Tommy Lee steps out. He's like, like a big yawn. Like, I'm looking out, oh shit, it's Tommy Lee.
It's Tommy Lee!
So we had our ticket, and he autographed. So I've got Tommy Lee's autograph.
Nice.
On the Motley Crue ticket from that year. Somewhere.
Can't do that on your phone?
Nope, can't do it on the phone unless it's in silver marker, and then you don't want to get rid of that phone. So he was pretty cool. We talked to him for a minute, and he's like, guys, I got to get to a sound check. We're like, all right, man, thanks, man. So that was my one brush with Tommy Lee. So to this day, he's still one of my favorite drummers. I know more people consider him a pounder rather than a finesse, like a Neil Peart or whatever, but it is what it is. I mean,
where do you put him in your rankings?
He's a top 10. He's a top 10 for sure. But like Bonham, Peart, those guys are two.
I'm not even that big on Bonham. I think he's more popular because of Led Zeppelin.
But that's the sound.
The sound, but it was like not Neil Peart sound. I put him alongside Alex Van Halen.
Alex is another good one.
He's one of those guys you don't even think of because his brother outshined him.
Yeah.
But he had some solos and had some good stuff. I think, like I said, Bonham, I think, was along for the ride of Zeppelin, and Zeppelin was so popular, and all their songs were so great, and it had a distinct sound. So I think he got more recognition
For
off
that?
that than actual skills on the drum.
Well, I mean, you could his son Jason. They actually said I think his son has actually been quoted as saying that when he was a kid, his dad was so messed up that he would have to sit behind the drum kit and play because his dad couldn't play. So that's what makes, like, if you go see the Jason Bonham Experience, like, he's the drummer, and it's so like, okay, yeah, so it makes perfect sense for him to be, like, if they were ever to do a Led Zeppelin reunion, I mean, it would make perfect sense to bring in Bonham's son to do it because, you know, just the years of doing what he did. So
And speaking of, I'm just going to throw this out there, music involved here, a reunion, and it won't happen because he don't want to do it, but a Van Halen reunion with Wolfie. He didn't want to really, he didn't like playing his dad's music and stuff, but I thought, why not with Sammy, and he might not do David Lee Roth because Dave was out there a little bit, but Sammy would be like all for it, along with Mike Anthony.
Yeah, I you know, I don't know. I guess it's, yeah.
I mean, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Him and Sammy together playing some tunes. Maybe not a whole set, like play different stuff, but throw in
Like a couple songs.
throw in a couple songs.
Throwing a set, like
I mean, he
a
does.
5-song set.
He'll do
or whatever.
occasionally. You see him doing the Eruption solo or something.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good.
Yeah, he's definitely his father's son. I mean, obviously, you know, his dad was just phenomenal. I mean, Jesus, seeing the couple times we did see him was like, holy shit! It's like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, this guy was just fantastic. So
Let me throw this out there to you though. Neil Peart, when asked, you know, who he thought was the best drummer, or was told, "Hey, you're the best drummer ever," said, "No, I'm not. Karen Carpenter is."
yeah, she was.
And people will be looking at that and be like, "Huh? Come on, Karen Carpenter, please." But if you see her playing,
Yeah.
she could play.
Yeah, she could really play.
Now I've seen some guys on TikTok lately. There's one guy. He's got like 3 basses going with his feet, and he's just like drinking coffee, and he's. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but I'm like, he's not in a band or nothing. He's just TikToking, I guess. But yeah, Karen Carpenter, check her out. She can jam.
Yeah.
Do you think of her?
I'll definitely.
You think of just her songs? Or like, no, but
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out
She
for
had
sure.
skills.
I think somebody shared a video or two, but yeah, I'll definitely check it out. So that's going to be something to.
just
but-
one of those interesting things that you could look up and be
Yeah.
like,
No. Yeah.
surprise somebody like, wow, I didn't think she could hit that.
Yeah, I never would have thought so.
Because you see her and it's like all these little love songs. Or I can't
Yeah,
remember what
I was gonna
songs
say,
it-
I'm trying to like, what's the big Muskrat Love? Was that them?
I don't remember who that was.
But that's, yeah. So if you see, listening to the Carpenters or whatever, then it's gonna be. Oh, looky here,
Oh,
Jacob, joined by Jacob Umbrel people.
Umbrel.
All right, what's going on?
Just a little grill out.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. What'd you grill?
We have steak and brats.
Ooh, all right. And I
Kind of an
noticed-
odd pairing, though, really.
It is. But notice he didn't bring any for the. for
No
the-
samples.
So yeah. So yeah, we're just
How
we're
about this? Have you even heard the name Karen Carpenter before?
Carrie Carpenter.
Karen Carpenter. So the young kids don't know.
yeah.
One of the best drummers of all time.
So according to one of the best drummers of all time.
According to, I put him as the best.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm like I said,
He's hard to beat.
Bonham and
Musically and skill wise, he was all over the place.
listen. When we saw him live on their Snakes and Arrows tour at Riverbend, and he did a big band drum sound. He went through all the genres, and his drum kit rotated. Not him, the drum
Right.
kit rotated. He had to have 50 drums.
He had a set.
Yes.
I mean, he had drums upon drums upon drums,
Yes.
and bells, and
I mean, it was, yeah.
fucking all kinds
So
of. And
I'm with
put
you
it all
on-
together.
Like I said, I could easily put him on the pedestal as number one drummer. I easily could. So, but yeah, Karen Carpenter, definitely have to check that out. Are you? What are you thinking about having a beer? What are you thinking about doing
I had
here?
a few earlier, but I might have one.
All right. Well, we
What was that one called again?
Narragansett.
There you go.
Yeah. Narragansett.
Can you write that down for me? I don't want to say
Just
it.
go in there and say you want Jaws beer.
I want a Nara.
Yeah, Narragansett.
Gnarly beer.
I don't know, man. It's so many letters. It might cost you $150. So yeah. So this one I just had. We were drink. This was the Outlaw. That's the beer of the month. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Light, crisp, refreshing.
What would you put it as a liking to?
It's gonna be like it's got a little more flavor than Bud Light. It's got a lot more flavor than Michelob Ultra, but I would have put it, it's not as heavy as Bud. Kind of right in that little, I guess, Miller Lite. Put it around that area.
In between a Miller and a Michelob.
Yeah.
So this is. I'm disappointed just because the fact is it said. What I say?
Freshly squeezed.
Freshly
Lemon.
squeezed with the lemon picture by it, and there's
Yeah.
not a ounce of lemon in it at all.
Yeah. So.
Little IPA, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're talking about some music aspects of the show today. There's a show tomorrow. We believe it's at Two Fisted Willies, and my buddy's band Sinful Lily's playing. It's a free show down on Woodland Avenue. So but we just led into some music talk. We just wrapped up a little album discussion. I know you're into the Tyler Childers, Chris Stapleton, all that kind of, all that kind of.
Did you see the thing I sent you? The Evan and Nick playing the Tyler Childers?
Yes.
You're All Mine?
No, I did not see it because, as I said, it's like every time I would click on it went to the next Facebook feed. So I didn't get to see that one, but I saw where you said it was Tyler
Quick little
Childers.
cover, but
So,
like I said, they are Simon and Garfunkel boy.
they are, and like you said, it makes perfect sense now that with Gene selling off the rights to the songs, that's probably why they're not doing their.
Well, I think
their mom or their dad.
I think they were the thought of they didn't want to follow in the footsteps. They wanted to be their own, regard. Like
But I mean,
some kids are like that. It's like I don't want to ride the coattails. I want to be on my own, and we'll go off and do this thing. And
but it's one of those things. It's like if they're going in for an audition, like they gotta are they gonna play a Kiss song? Because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have anything written. I mean, like now they do, but when they're going to try to get a record deal on their own, then they're gonna say, well,
I think on that part,
they might
it might just be like Uncle Gene is producing.
Oh, that's true
something
too.
like that.
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, they've got the ends to everything,
Yeah. Okay.
which I think allowed them to be like, hey,
Yeah.
we want to go.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, all right, we're gonna sidebar here.
Sidebar.
Just because this one showed up. So I was fucking with his head the other day. And Jacob, when were you born?
2001.
2001.
Woo! Like a baby.
So he's a UK fan.
That's right. His buddy was a Tennessee fan.
Yeah. So, all right. So I don't remember how we got on this topic, but he brought up the fact of Duke being a rivalry for UK. I said, you weren't alive when the rivalry really got started, or was at its best? When Leitner...
I wouldn't call it a rivalry even. It was that game that brought it its prominence. We don't play Duke enough to make it a rivalry. You're just building off the hatred of everybody's one game.
Oh my God.
Am I saying what he was saying? Am I ruining it for you?
You guys had to have talked about this before.
No, I swear to God, we did not.
No, I mean, I think it's something that you inherit, like as a Kentucky fan. You just
I mean, you inherit the hate. That's what I'm saying.
Duke. I think if you mutually hate each other, it's a rivalry.
But do they really hate us? Hate UK?
Well, you can say hate, but you can't say rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, you hate that team. They beat you that one time. Like, if I go to the
30
playoffs
years ago.
and somebody beats me, I hate that team.
Or losing 4 years in a row to Michigan. I mean, you hate that team.
Well, I hate them anyway. That was beginning a long time ago for that.
So case in point, all right. So I was messing with him hard because he kept going at me with coming back with it, and I said it's just a game. It's just a game.
Because they replay it every year. It's like, during the playoffs,
No, it's
that's that one shot.
The one segment. It keeps that dagger in the UK hearts. That's all that matters. But yeah, so he and I were going back for 2 days back and forth.
Let's look at this here, man. University of Kentucky and Duke basketball team have played 24 times.
And what's the record?
The series is 13-11 in favor of Kentucky.
Ooh, that's a tight.
Yeah.
That is a tight.
They did play last year.
Yeah. But so my thing was, because everybody focuses on, most UK fans focus on the 92 Christian
But
Laettner
I'll
show.
just shove it out there for you. 24 times.
Yeah. I know. I
Over a span of
yeah.
100 years.
But the one thing is, like, I told him this too. I was like, nobody remembers the 98 team that knocked Duke out of the tournament in St. Pete. And then, of course, Kentucky subsequently goes on to win the national championship that year, albeit with Patino's boys. And that's, whatever. We'll go, that's another conversation. But everybody, all the Kentucky fans, all they want to focus on is the 92 Laettner stomping on Timberlake and then the shot. Oh, he shouldn't even been in the game.
Shouldn't have been open. I mean,
you'll hear that.
Good game.
It's
It should
like-
have been open. Right?
So, but yeah, so I had a little fun with Jacob the other day, just kind of going back and forth.
I mean,
with him.
if you're a fan of Kentucky and you see that every year, you got to feel. I mean, that's where your hatred comes from. It's like every year they show them like, what the fuck, ESPN, man? Come on, get over it, bro. That was so many years ago. They got one shot off. Come on, man. Now that would be sweetened better and eased if Kentucky would win a championship
Yeah.
with all the talent they've had and can't get it done.
Yeah, really.
Except for 2012.
Yeah.
But what's Duke won since then? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Since
Do you think
that
the
time?
2015 team was better than the 2012?
2015 team. No, I don't even know who was on the 2015 team.
We won.
2012, I can only tell you is
That was
Anthony
the
Davis.
31-0 team.
Yeah.
31-0, but they got beaten when it counted. So no, they weren't the greatest. They weren't the best.
No, obviously 2012 won the Natty, but if
They're better.
I would say there's probably been, like I said, more talented teams in the last 10 years,
Just not the coach.
and he just hadn't coached into the thing. He's
Yeah.
been off doing his own little, I don't know.
Whatnot.
Yeah.
I never
runs
liked
the same half-court set,
Yeah.
inbound pass every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was just a little tidbit of info to
Rile him up a little bit.
Yeah, rile him up a little bit. All right. So back to the music. So you being a Tyler Childers, Chris Stapleton,
country fan.
Red Clay Strays.
Who?
Red Clay Strays.
Okay.
Oh, what's that one song? He does a little slow version. I've seen it. I like it.
Yeah.
I think his most popular is Wondering Why.
So right now, it's like you're speaking Greek to me. So I'm not, yeah, I can't even understand a word you're saying to me right now. But my question is, okay, I want to focus on the Stapleton. So, have you heard his work with the Steel Drivers?
I've seen a couple of features that he has with them on some of the
So you have
albums.
Spotify, or you have?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to say it's like 2012. Like it's that early Steel Drivers. That's him. Do me a favor. Download the albums. Now it is more of a bluegrass style, but yeah. Do me a favor. Give them a listen, and then we're gonna talk about it, because I'm not a huge Stapleton fan, just because it's one of those situations. I've seen him, like I saw him local, like at local bars here, as the Steel Drivers, as the solo. So
I've not heard them. What do they sound like?
the Steel Drivers, they are on the bluegrass aspect
Okay.
of it. So it does have that Eastern Kentucky
Twang.
feel to it. But I was not a huge bluegrass fan by any means at all. And then I started working with this gentleman, Leon Drake. Shout out Leon. And we kind of got through. He turned me on to Dwight Yoakam doing some Buck Owens. Dwight Yoakam has a whole album of doing Buck Owens songs, and I'm like, it opened that door where I'm, closet, whatever. So bluegrass, I've kind of gotten in on.
Check out some Ricky Skaggs. You'll like that.
Yes,
Little bluegrass.
we played some of them, and there's actually, can't remember the name of the band, but there is actually a bluegrass version of the Jefferson's Airplane, the White Rabbit, the Alice in Wonderland song.
Rabbit. 10 feet
Don't.
tall.
Yes. There's actually a bluegrass song of that. I can't remember the band, but holy crap.
I mean, have you listened to Billy Strings at all?
No.
That would be one that you would actually kind of like. He's kind of a rebellish, but he can strum. He is Billy Strings. He can strum that guitar,
Okay.
boy. And he's got some good tunes.
So so Jacob, your homework is to do some steel driving with the steel drivers, and then we'll see what you think about that. So, did you go to the concert at Kroger Field with Stapleton?
Childers?
No, Stapleton.
No.
It was Stapleton, Willie Nelson, I think.
Yeah, Willie Nelson and Stapleton.
I saw Chris Stapleton at Railbird 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably we saw Tyler Childers as well.
Yeah. You have the beer list pulled up there, Fozzie?
Yeah.
Oh, looky here. What's going on?
Tennessee fan.
We got the Tennessee fan back, Kanan. Yeah. So, all right, let's take this shirt
Bluegrass
down.
Avon representing.
I can set it right here if you wanted to.
No, we're good. It's just a little plug for some products we got. We're trying to get, sponsors and stuff. So, Speaking of that, Revitalite Zero and regular Revitalite. I don't know if that's meant.
And what would be the difference?
Yeah, I'll give you a good.
One is zero sugar.
What is it?
And what is the
It
other
is a
one?
hangover cure.
Oh, really?
It is adult Pedialyte.
Yeah, I need this.
These were sent to me this week by a gentleman, Ryan Leonard. He is from Minnesota. This is his company.
Okay.
And when I was running the Tate Street Wine and Spirit store, I got this in and sold a shit ton of it.
Really?
So it was actually featured on Barstool Sports. The display I built in my store was featured on the Barstool Sports Instagram page and all that stuff.
Name dropper.
All of it, zero?
Oh yeah, name dropping. I'm a whore for that. So anyway, yeah, we have a zero version, and this is the grape zero. This is the orange zero. This is a strawberry breeze.
45 calories.
A berry blast, and you've got the strawberry zero, huh?
Can I try that blue one?
Well, we're not sure what the legality is with being at a place that doesn't sell it, so we're not.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
The answer to that is no.
Yeah. We don't want to get fines that we can't afford. So, I mean, we're not making any money yet, but hopefully soon. Let me see. What do you got there? There was one I wanted to try, and I can't freaking remember what it was. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Anyway, so we were talking. I don't know if he filled you in on the little thing with me going back and forth with him about rivalries and whatnot.
Who would you say, in your mind, is Tennessee's biggest rivalry?
Ooh,
Big Brother.
recent time. Big brother. Huh?
Yep.
Big Brother. Who's Big Brother?
I would say little bro, but I would say it's one of the three: Florida, Alabama, or Kentucky. But recent times.
I don't know if we can throw Alabama in there, really?
Recent times.
As a Tennessee rivalry?
Yeah, in recent times, we just want to beat Bama so bad.
I think everybody wants to beat Bama.
But have you had classic games with Bama?
No.
I mean, you only play them once every couple years.
Yeah.
We're talking rivalry, like it's happening all the time. You're fired up. We talked about the Kentucky Duke. Not really a rivalry just because Duke beat you that one time and one shot's played over and over and over, showing how sucky you are in the finals. That's kind of not a rivalry, but that's just a piss off moment.
I'm gonna say Florida.
I might go Florida.
Tennessee's rivalry is Florida.
Florida or Kentucky.
Yeah, I'll agree with those.
I mean, it used to be Tennessee, Kentucky, and then we kind of stemmed away from that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Which
So
I
we.
wish we would go back to that because Louisville sucks. It's just not even. They're not even relevant. Like it's not even fun anymore.
I mean, they were in the top.
It's coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming back. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I mean,
the
yeah.
last decade.
You're
I'm
right.
saying,
Yeah. No.
like,
Yeah.
It's not been even fun to watch.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You literally got to go back to the 2013 where it was fun to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get it there. So.
And at least with Tennessee, they beat us in the Sweet 16, so there's quite a bit of hatred.
Yeah. Have you chosen what you want yet?
Yeah.
What do you want? I'm going to
Oh, I'll take. Give me the Peach County again.
What number is it?
I don't know.
Because I'm getting 21.
What is it, like the barcode?
No, it's just I took a picture of the board.
It is 53.
53. All right, y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Or actually, give me the blue Raz.
52.
51. I stand corrected. Apparently, according to Google here, Alabama is a big rivalry. So that would be good. I didn't know it. I didn't really see him play Alabama, but I'll go with it.
Who's winning the QB battle at Ohio State?
Julian Sane is what I'm hearing.
Isn't he a big 5-star? That's
2 Mega Ultras.
Keen Holtz
Outlaw.
is being bound.
he didn't hear me.
They don't hear nothing.
Yeah, he didn't hear me.
But Julian Sane, yeah, he's a big superstar. He's doing some good stuff. Did y'all watch any NFL today? Preseason?
Been doing a lot of fantasy draft homework.
Who would be your first pick?
So funny enough, I do have the first pick.
Oh,
Sadly, I don't want it. Jamar. I'm gonna probably go Jamar just because of the high-powered offensive weapons and how much they're gonna be throwing the ball with the crappy defense that the Bengals have. They're not gonna be ahead in many games, so.
so you're feeling the Bengals. Is that your NFL team?
Yeah, by
Geographical existence.
Yeah. No, but yeah, 1-1, I'm taking Jamar. I thought about taking Bijan just because.
No, God, no. Do not take Bijan.
Why not?
Do not take Bijan.
Why not?
Do not take Bijan. Because he's fighting against London and Darrell to get Mooney. He's fighting against those two for ball time. Because you also have
He's
a
a running back.
I know, you have a rookie quarterback who can throw the ball and run the ball. In Penix.
You think Penix can run the ball?
Yes! He did it at Washington.
I don't know. I think Kyle Pitts is going to have a breakup year this year. And I know that's funny to say if
After
you
last
keep up with
season.
fantasy, like the last 4 years, it's been, oh, Kyle Pitts, this is his year.
This will be his year.
But this year, I think it's it.
Why not like
Bowers
a
is
Marvin Harrison Jr.?
I don't know.
Kid's a beast.
Yeah. Like, are you saying, like, take him top 3? Yeah.
Probably.
I would.
He's going to be their key receiver.
Narragansett's coming.
Nara, what? How do you say that?
Thank you. Got a green looking beer. What's
That's
that for?
that
Hey.
I would go.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Of course.
That one's over here.
Okay, great.
And then there should be a water coming for this one
Yeah?
and the Narragansett.
Who are you thinking at QB?
Thank you, Hannah.
Of course.
Like, in terms of fantasy or
Yep.
in terms of
Terms of
fantasy? Josh Allen, for sure.
Are you taking Josh Allen first?
No.
Oh.
He's in the league, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm gonna help him draft.
Oh, no, you're not allowed. No, quarterbacks in fantasy, I would take Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. And then after that, it kind of drops off quite a bit.
Yeah. Burrow, Josh, and Lamar always go fast.
Who had the most points last year, Jamar?
Lamar.
He's the number
Josh.
1 rated quarterback this year, so.
Josh with his 6 touchdown game or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
60 something points.
I couldn't tell you. I didn't play. This is my first year playing in over 10 years, so. The old man's got to break the rust off.
Teach these young punks what to do. I know about football.
You know what my team's called?
I don't know what.
Idlemania.
I don't mania.
That's right.
Little homage. Homage.
That's right.
Have you added any more points to your shirt?
Huh? Oh, yeah. We're up to. I'm up to like 53.
Oh yeah.
So
Big numbers.
moving right along.
player.
Yeah, move big time. So yeah, we're Wednesdays are good for the Notch Club. That's for sure. Especially last week. Last week we got free food. It was
Free food. It's
yeah,
good grub,
it was
man.
pretty cool. They had a not to air
Frank Brady.
not to air dirty laundry, but there was a not so good review on one of the local websites or whatever. So a lot of people rallied around the restaurant and kind of like put this person in their place.
We chose you.
Can I get you guys anything else? Are we
I
doing
think
well?
right now, unless you're not going to order food or anything.
Are you wanting food? Sure.
Yeah.
We'll get some shrimp.
I'm sorry?
Some fried pickles.
Pickles? Okay,
Ooh, there
want
you
ranch
go.
with that?
Call them frickles. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Fried pickles. I knew where he was coming from.
Fried pretzels.
Okay, we'll get some pretzels. I mean, pickles.
But yeah, so what were we talking
Anything
about?
else?
Fantasy football.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see what's going to happen. It's one of those situations where, like I said, haven't played for 10 years. So
That's why I'm gonna help you draft.
Now you can blame me for every wrong thing.
She said that
Oh, yeah.
first time around me, and I was like, "You're crazy."
that was the thing. It was like one of those situations where, all my, being a Raider fan for so long, and then putting my gear up when they drafted Jamarcus Russell, just kind of being a man without a team for a while. Now we're going with Bears. I'm gonna root for the Raiders because we got a family friend playing, Jamal Adams.
Why do you do that to
I mean, you can't go Bears because you're going to look.
Better than being a Bengals fan.
No, see the Bengals.
You're also a Bengals fan.
So
Joe Shiesty and Jamar Chase. That's
Where are we on the
Call me that.
Uh,
Joe Shiesty.
that what the kids are calling him?
Henderson deal?
he's
They
outside.
release him or
He'll hold out.
he's still not?
He'll hold out. But
I
yeah,
don't know what the hell their problem is with paying the dude.
Mike Brown is the
The
problem.
sack leader last
That's the
season,
problem.
we're
Mike
just
Brown.
not paying him.
The statistics of the Bengals defense is already crappy, but when you take Henderson
Yes.
out,
Makes
it's
it
like
Yes.
worse.
I think it was
Yeah.
29th
Yeah.
in every major category of
The
defense.
Henry Clay School for the Blind could complete passes against the Bengals defense without Trey Hendrickson. That's
Kid's a
how-
beast, man.
He is.
I mean, I get it. He may not have buku years left, but
I mean,
he's used it
still.
for a couple years.
Yeah, still. Yeah, you can sign him to a 4-year
You got nobody else
deal,
better.
I feel like the
Let him
defense
retire a Bengal.
started going downhill when we let Jesse Bates walk too.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. But
Offensive line, have they even upgraded that? Have they touched that this year?
I think they addressed one or two in the draft. Don't quote me on that, but
I think their first round pick was a tackle.
yeah. So I mean, first year, we'll see what happens. But yeah. So I was planning on trying to go up for the November 2nd Bears game, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, hell, tickets are freaking astronomical. Of course, by then the Bengals may be mathematically eliminated, so we'll see.
By November, they'll be mathematically.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things like the better off. It's like Kentucky football. The better they're doing, the more people show up. When they start losing, people go away. Same with the Bengals. They're winning, people show up. When they start losing, here, you want my tickets to Sunday's game? Free. So, I mean,
I think the over/under on the amount of games that a season ticket holder is going to go to. I wonder what that line would be.
what is there, 18 total?
Yeah, but yeah.
Or no, it's not 18 because you got
Eight,
bye weeks.
8 home games, I think, or less.
Yeah,
Maybe.
something like that. Yeah.
Just about.
But and here's what we found this out because we were splitting season tickets with a guy who had Bengals season tickets. So everybody would get together. You would pick the games you wanted to go, and then you would pay the money and all that. And then he ordered the tickets, and then when the tickets came, the Cincinnati Bengals, one of the first years of the London game, the Bengals were the home team. That was on. They had to pay that in the season tickets. It was insane. It's not because I can't afford to go to London. He couldn't.
I mean, basically, I'm sure everybody had to buy them and then sold them.
Oh yeah,
What the fuck's going on in England?
but- yeah, exactly. So, but I just think that's a shitty thing to do to your typical fan. Who, if your team's the home team in the London game, it's included in your ticket.
It's like it's not a home.
It should
it's
be
not
like a
home game.
separate
Yeah.
package.
Special.
Yeah. So that wasn't cool. But anyway. So anyway, how you liking your Narragansett? Good.
Just like I remember.
Just like you
Just like
remember. Just like it was yesterday.
Just like it was Christian Leitner. Take that story.
Yeah, I'm gonna apologize for this just right now because this one right here, it's never gonna end.
Are you a Kentucky basketball fan?
He wants
I try to be.
He wants.
I try to be a Kentucky fan just because they're local,
Right.
but it's hard.
Why is it hard?
It's just hard, man. They don't win.
We're on the up and up.
I'm a Buckeye like winners.
Well, that's what I figured he'd be an Ohio State basketball fan.
Yeah, you guys crushed us last year.
I like.
That was miserable.
Last couple of years in basketball, we've been doing pretty good. Beating Kentucky. Beating them in Vegas. I think we play again. We're in the same tournament. I don't know if we play, but
The Champions Classic?
yeah.
No, the Kentucky will play
They play somebody
We
else.
don't play Ohio State this year.
yeah.
I think
St.
it's,
John's.
Yeah, St. John's.
Kentucky plays St. John's, which I was pissed off about because that was supposed to be at Rupp. I wanted those tickets because I'm really digging St.
Tino
John's.
coming back.
I saw the other day, he's like, everything's forgiven in Louisville. I'd go back in a heartbeat. He dissed St. John so much. 'Cause he's talking about Kentucky and Pope. He's like, I love Kentucky and Pope. I'll go back there for any time. I'll give them money. St. John's like,
Well,
"What?"
he was contributing to something
to the fund.
to the Big Blue whatever.
He's like, I'll help out Kentucky. And they're like, St. John's is like, what? What are you talking about?
Like, hold on, what?
And he's like, you go back to Louisville? What?
I mean, but still, look what he's done with their program. I mean, hell, he's turned St. John's around.
He was.
They weren't relevant since like mid.
He is an excellent coach. In-game coach, everything. He should have never. He realized he should have never left.
Oh yeah, that he realized that. Yeah, so
He got a little big for his britches. He's like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to the NBA, and
hell, Boston was throwing with part ownership of the team.
he's
and-
college coach level
Yeah.
as far as the control. And
Then you
everything.
get there and realize that hey, these are grown ass men making more
It's
money.
like an
than
Urban
I make.
Meyer. Urban Meyer, great college football coach. Go to the pros,
Did not do it.
can't control
What's the
it.
last successful transition from college to
The pros.
yeah? What?
Well, let's see.
Harbaugh.
You could go. Yeah, he's been successful.
Yeah.
Belichick.
But
I think.
he wasn't. He didn't.
Or,
Saban.
no,
Wait.
no, he didn't do that good.
no. Harbaugh did not. Harbaugh didn't start off in college and come to the pros. He was in the pros
Came to
He
college.
was
because he coached the Niners.
quarterback's
and then-
coach somewhere or something.
Yeah, but I mean, can you really say he's a success? I mean,
Harbaugh you're talking about?
Jim. John, I don't think, has ever coached in college, has he?
He stayed at
The Ravens coach?
No, well, did Jim not do? He did Stanford first, or did? Yeah, he did
I
Stanford
think
for.
he left oh, that's right.
he went
He
to
did
pros.
coach Stanford. That's right.
He might have been a quarterback's coach or something. And
You're right. He
came back
did
to
coach Stanford and then went to
and
the
back to
Niners.
pros.
So yeah, okay. So that probably would be the.
and then he went back to
And he got the Niners to the Super Bowl that year, and they lost to the Ravens to his brother. But then he goes back to Michigan, and then he started off rough, but then won the Natty.
Here's your refrigerator.
So
Of course. You guys doing all right?
yes, ma'am.
All right. Awesome. Well, I'll be back soon.
Thank you, Hannah. So yeah, I guess Harbaugh. I'll go with Jim Harbaugh.
What about basketball?
Oh man,
Billy Napier,
you mean Billy Donovan?
Billy Donovan.
Well,
Did the Thunder really have any success?
they played for the championship.
Yeah, the
they
Western
were
Conference.
they were in the finals, the Western Conference finals. I don't think they made the
I
finals
mean, he's still there, is he not? Somewhere.
with the
he's
Bulls.
still
I
doing.
think he's with the
Oh
Bulls.
yeah, the Bulls.
I mean, he's not like he came back down. He's still.
So I mean,
He was a great coach. He should have come to Kentucky.
that's what they thought was going to happen.
You don't throw money at him, man.
But yeah, then they got that was when the Billy Gillespie debacle.
The drunk.
So, all right, well, you have homework. We're listening to the Steel Drivers with Chris Stapleton.
With Christian.
Has you never heard of? Oh man,
We were talking music before you guys walked up, and
that's my area. That's where I'm getting
so we talked a little like favorite albums. Both of us being Kiss fans and stuff and whatnot, and concerts. And then Jacob came up, and we ribbed him about the whole rivalry UK Duke thing, and so then he's Tyler Childers, Chris Stapleton. Who's the other dude that's in that?
Sturgill, man.
Sturgill Simpson. But then you got that. Who's the other guy that sounds like Mushmouth when he sings?
Coulter Wells.
Yeah, Coulter Wall.
No. Oh my God. He played Red Rocks and it snowed.
He did what?
He played Red Rocks out in Colorado.
I'd like to go
Zach
there. That's a
Bryan.
nice place.
Zach Bryan.
Zach
Thank
Bryan.
you. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He mumbles when he sings. So that's I think he does. I think he does. But you're a fan of his, right?
Zach Bryan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that led to I asked him, I said, because, you know, Stapleton being a local boy, born in Lexington, living in Painesville and all that stuff, I said, having the luxury of living in this town, I've seen the steel driver when he was with the steel drivers.
That's cool.
And then you see him solo as he's busting out at these little small venues and stuff. And it's one of those things where I asked him if he'd ever heard the steel drivers with Chris Stapleton. He said no. So I said, your homework is to listen to, don't just listen to, like, listen to the album.
Don't just listen to the album.
One song. Don't listen to one song. Listen to the album.
I figured out backwards. I figured out the other way. I figured out about Chris Stapleton.
Yeah,
and
see,
then I started going in.
Well, that's how most people. That's how most people. They, you know, they hear him now, and then it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean he played bluegrass? Yeah. And then so you hear the steel driver stuff.
That's how a lot of people got big. If I'm not mistaken, Tyler Childress opened up for Sturgill at one point.
I think so. Yep.
If I'm not mistaken,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he did that, and he ended up performing better than him and just got his name a little bit out there.
One of them, either Sturgill or I think it might have been Sturgill Simpson, or it could have been Tyler. They were a fry cook at Linus.
Here we go with the line of fry cooks.
So, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know.
Yeah, it was, yeah. And then there's a local band now called 9 Pound Hammer, which they're kind of on the
Rip Linus.
punk rock and, you know, rock and roll, but their guitar player, oh crap.
Bob,
I'm drawing a blank.
Tom, Billy.
No. Earl Krim. Sorry, Earl. He he works at Patch and Village Lines
As a
cook.
fry cook.
Not a cook, not a fry cook.
not a
He's a
fry
cook.
cook.
He's an actual cook. So he's on the
I'm
group.
on fries now. This week, next week I'm gonna move up to lettuce.
He got promoted. So I mean, there's some really good musicians that have come out of fry cooks and cooks here in Lexington, Kentucky. So so Jacob's homework is listening to some steel drivers.
They're really good.
So, and then we're going to talk about it next week. So next Saturday you have to be here.
I actually cannot.
What do you mean?
I'm thrilled.
What the? Oh my God.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Both of you?
Oh shit. Okay, well, all right, we'll talk about it at work, and we'll just have to video it. So I'll sneak my cell phone into work.
Oh no.
Oh God.
They're listening.
They're always
where I
listening.
The government is listening.
Well, now they know where I work. Jesus Christ.
No, they do.
Okay, yeah. Don't tell this one any secrents. He's not holding. He can't tell it.
It's a hush hush facility that they work at here.
For legal purposes, that was all jokes.
Do not revoke my status.
Yeah. You gotta go in and try
You
to
go badge in
on
Monday, like beep. Nope.
Ah, shit.
My views and opinions do not reflect the
Yeah,
rest of them.
yeah.
Russian spy. Russian spy.
I'll know when the security guards are standing at the turnstile. Fuck.
Government's always listening.
I'm just gonna turn around. I'm not even gonna drive in.
It's got
I'll
code
just turn
words,
around.
man.
It's going to turn into a conspiracy.
Yeah.
So Tyler Childress, you guys really like Tyler?
He's definitely a big name right now. I think I like him, but I like Sturgill more. Sturgill Simpson.
Did Sturgill Simpson perform at?
I'm not a big Tyler fan. He's got a couple songs. He's just an oddball, really.
To me, it's okay.
I'll tell you this story. I lived in some apartments,
Tyler.
and his guitar player lived there too. One of the musicians there. And he's like telling about how Tyler lives out in the woods in the country, no electricity, doesn't shower, blah blah. Then I saw him on stage. He looked like a fucking retard. I'm like, whatever.
Whoa! We can't say that word anymore. We can't say that word anymore.
What's the correct?
All right, disclaimer. Jesus, just got canceled twice.
No.
Now we're gonna have the Karens after us. Come on now.
He's got a couple good songs, but overall, I don't think he's as big as he should be.
Hey, I have nothing to speak on because that's not my forte. Take it or leave it. If you're a fan, kudos, but it's not for me. I just no. So I'm not.
I think what really put him on the map was bluegrass.
Tyler.
Yeah, playing older music that isn't really heard anymore.
Right.
I would say I think a lot more places are urbanizing.
Yeah. I'll agree with that.
Bigger, and I feel like he just kind of resurfaced it.
Right.
So
Now,
I
do you
feel
like?
That's why he's such a.
Would
big
you go him or Billy Strings?
Man, so Billy Strings.
He seems to
is
get dissed a
better
lot.
as a player than Tyler. But what song does he have besides Dustin and Matt?
He's got a couple. I don't know.
Again, I'm not. This is like I'm not in this.
That's kind of what I'm
because-
saying. Is like Billy seems to be more put together and sounds better, and when I hear the music, but I don't think he's gotten the push
I agree.
as Tyler Childers somehow.
Well, I mean, but he played 2 nights at Rub.
That's what I'm saying. You know, he'll do that.
Billy did.
But is he are they pushing him in the mainstream as much as they push Tyler?
I haven't like listening to, radio. It's not. I don't hear him. So, but granted, like I said, my radio is not tuned to 98.1 or whatever radio station would be the WRFL. Now I do know RFL plays a lot because you've got those DJs on there that kind of get into their genres and stuff. So
I feel like if he was pushed more, it would definitely be. I don't know if he would make any hits. I think he would have to kind of operate on those other older songs. That's what I think. He's gonna have to do. I don't know how much of a hit maker he is.
that's okay.
If he was pushed.
Okay. So you're saying like
Like I
back
mean,
in-
let's put this out. What hits does Tyler have besides
again,
Paul Yorn?
Southern Indian.
White House Road.
House Fire.
Yeah.
Nose on the grindstone.
Yeah.
okay, I have no frame of reference in this one. So
Maybe
So
you need to
I'm
branch
rocking
out a little
the
bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
I'm
that.
brown slowly but surely, but
Crossing
let's baby steps.
That one's good.
Shaking the Frost.
Dead Man's
All right, so Tyler's got some hits.
Yeah.
Is what
Dead
we're
Man's
going
Curve, that
with.
reminds me of the little
Jan and Dean.
and Team back in the day.
Did he remake Jan and Dean? I might be a fan if he did. We might have to put that one up on Spotify here later. See what's going on. Yeah, exactly. All right, so Tyler's got some hits.
I feel like
Uh,
a lot of it came from growing up in Appalachia, though. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it came in from the churches because if you listen to his
Southern Kentucky.
one of his albums, I think it has "The Way of the Triune God" on it, or something like that. And that was all that came straight from old church house music.
Have you heard
Yeah.
or seen that girl on TikTok? She's kind of local, singing about I don't know. She's a little skinny, looking like she's drugged out or something, but she's actually pretty good. She sings about like her daddy was a minister and he ran moonshine too, and
Yeah.
got the churches, and then Kentucky Mafia. Have you seen her? She's actually pretty good.
Wow. All right.
She hadn't really taken off, but I've seen several of her songs are kind of that
All right.
Eastern Kentucky Appalachian
Well,
folky type.
okay, so
Come out of your world of it's got to be weird punk rock and roll.
it doesn't have to be weird punk rock.
and expand your mind a little bit.
Expand from Johnny Cash.
I'm
on the
old
80s.
school. I'm old school. I'm old school
I can
with the
tell.
way music. I'm not finding my music on TikTok. I'm not finding my music.
Well,
on,
nowadays you have to. That's where everything is.
No, I don't. I don't have to. There's nothing that tells me I got to go to TikTok to find my
I'm just
music.
saying that's where they put out.
Spotify has like those reels that you
Yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, here's what I do with Spotify. I upload our podcast, and I look for my music that I like because I get the
That's
notification.
what I'm saying. You look for your music you like. You don't expand. You don't broaden.
No, if something, it gets like recommendations.
But if you don't listen to anything else, it's going to give you the same recommendations over and over and
No,
over.
I've gotten because like I said, with the Dwight Yoakam, the Buck Owens album, the Dwight Yoakam library, I'm starting to get I get country music, but it's just not country music's not me.
If I'm not
The Morgan Wallen, I uncheck. No, I
I
don't.
will say country music, and especially bluegrass, is more. The lyrics are more feeling, more real
Yeah,
than
yeah.
than the thing.
Now, I'm speaking on the bluegrass, not the country. Because I don't, somebody's throwing a chair off the top of a bar because they're pissed off at some woman and they just had too much to drink. That to me doesn't symbolize country music. Like I said, old school country. We went over this the other day. Old school country, Willie Whalen, Chris Christopherson, those guys.
What's up?
That's those are the ones that I, kind of will listen to. I'm not really a big '90s Dwight Yoakam, none of the '90s country. Although having heard it, yes.
You're stuck on Dwight Yoakam. You gotta get off of Dwight Yoakam.
No, I'm stuck on Dwight Yoakam because I like Dwight Yoakam right now.
Well, but you gotta branch out beyond that.
Baby steps. I said it earlier, baby steps. But the thing is, they're joking about stuck in the 80s and all that. Yes, I am stuck in the 80s. I'm stuck in the 80s. Speaking of that, though.
Let's think about this. You like Roy Clark
Yep.
stuff. Have you listened, or not, Buck Owens is what you were talking about
Yeah.
before. Roy Clark. Have you seen that
Yep.
man play a guitar?
Yep. When he's sitting on the couch and he's absolutely
And
shredding it.
he's
Yes.
just fucking.
Yes. Yes. And that was one of the things, like watching Hee Haw back in the day, is you didn't know the whole me being a young kid didn't know the whole that background. Now being an older, you see it, you're like, holy shit, he's really fucking good.
He can play the
He was,
guitar.
yeah, that little clip is, I've watched that over 100 times.
That was on.
It was a sitcom.
It was Buddies or whatever it was called.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But he was shredding. I like.
Yeah.
Put him up against Eddie Van Halen. He's shredding.
Yeah. But the thing with, okay, so we were talking about RFL, WRFL 88.1 local radio station. We have, a friend of mine, Kevin Martinez, Colonel Paco Chaos. He has got his radio show, and he plays punk rock and he does rockabilly. And his rockabilly is so back to Jerry Lee Lewis.
I am Jerry Lee Lewis.
Back to the 50s and the 60s with the rockabilly. I mean, you want to hear some good stuff. Speaking of that, the Stray Cats are going to be on tour in Louisville in October. I'm going.
They put on a good show back in the day.
But rockabilly, to me, with the Tyler Childers and everything, they've got that kind of. They're not the same. Trust me.
I wouldn't even go rockabilly with Tyler Childers.
No. I'm saying, but the genre, like Tyler Childers, everybody's throwing in as he's country, is he folk, is he what, whatever. But rockabilly, to me, has really kind of one of those that, and this is all I'm speaking on is with Kevin's influence on this, because with the Delta Bombers, you've got all these different suffragettes. I mean, all these just kind of eclectic groups that they have their own thing in Vegas every year. They've got the Nashville Boogie, and there used to be one that he would go to in New England.
The Boogie.
But it's all this old rat rod, 50s, 60s.
Now, have you gotten into? I think we talked before. Hank Williams III.
Oh yeah, I love some Hank.
You guys like Hank Williams III?
I love Hank III.
It's got a good outlawish kind of in-your-face fuck you attitude.
The fact that when he sings country, it sounds. I mean,
he sounds like his granddad,
just like Hank Sr.
Yep.
I mean, it's eerie. And then seeing him in concert, his first half of the show is the country show. Takes a break and he comes back, and the next half is his punk rock in your face, throwing beer bottles, and it's still kind of on that country, the country vibe, but it's in your face. And he's got one song, I can't think of what it is, but him and David Allan Coe.
Oh, love me some David Allan Coe, baby.
You need to hear the song, the duet with Hank III.
I'll check it out.
I put the cunt in country.
Oh, I have heard that.
Yeah.
I didn't know David Allan Coe was on that.
That's it. Yeah, that's Hank III and.
You guys like David Allan Coe? Oh,
I was drunk the day my mom
got out of prison.
Can't sing too much because we'll get red flagged.
I mean, that's country. Him and Cash, been to jail.
Yeah.
Doing wild shit. And playing music.
Man, you really don't expand, do you?
He comes out in his cut off jeans and boots.
Someone sound like your old music, and if I remember last week, you was talking about how you heard a song and it brought you back.
Yeah.
You're all about reliving the old.
Oh yeah.
Hey, when you get old, you got to relive the glory days.
The thing is, all right. Let me speak on that for a minute. Let me speak on that because there's all right. So
today's music sucks. You got to relive it back in the day.
There's so much just the I guess it was the time we were just so free and able to do whatever, not whatever we wanted.
That was on spring break,
Yeah, I mean,
and the fuck shop hit.
Yeah. But it's there are those songs that you just hear and it takes you right back to that moment.
I think there was better writing back in the day.
Better writing, yes, but it's one of those. Yeah, it's just that situation where you're just out and about, and it's like the freedom, like being in your car for the first time. You just bought your car, you're rolling down the road.
Every song you hear reflects.
Yes,
what
right,
you're doing
takes
at
you
that
right
time.
back. I mean, he'll attest to you. When Def Leppard Hysteria came out, I wore the fuck out of that tape in the Mustang.
What the fuck?
Every time they got in the Mustang, they're like, "What the hell are we listening to?" Hysteria. God damn it! You know.
Perfect life, man.
I mean,
What
it was
year? What month?
it was a '79 coupe.
I had a 64 and a half.
He did.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
He did. Yes. And then our buddy Brad had a 80.
He was in the age, I think.
Yeah. But he had the
Hatchback,
fastback hat. Yeah.
That's such a time.
Yeah. So
I dream of that.
so, I mean, you know.
The song Hysteria.
Oh yeah. That
Crazy song.
yeah.
Good song.
I could tell you, I got so many memories about that song. It's not even funny.
Tell us your favorite.
No, I'm not. Not about that.
I was butt naked in a room full of biker chicks. Wrong.
No, that story I would tell, but no. So yeah, there. I mean, and then you got just Pyromania, Hysteria. You just had those songs, the albums, and then the songs that just like.
Like I said, better writing back in
Yeah.
the day. I think today's music doesn't hold on as long because we're going to the next
There's no
thing.
soul.
We're going to the next thing. You're like TikTok, YouTube. It's like the next big thing we're looking for right away. So we have a hit, and then they're gone. Then we got another group comes in, has a hit, and they're gone.
Well, that's because so here's what we grew up with. So we're children of the '70s, born in the '70s, grew up in the '70s. You had the stadium rock, which was Styx, Foreigner. You had the bands like the Doobie Brothers. You had the disco era. You had, and then coming into the late '70s, early '80s, you had that kind of still disco's hanging on, but you've got this kind of hard metal like rock sound coming out, and then
80s was more.
and well, no, then you've got like your hair metal, Poison, Motley Crue, Def Leppard. That takes off in the early '80s into the mid '80s, and then along the lines you've got your pop with like your Adamants, your
Debbie Gibsons,
your
MC Hammer.
Duran Durans.
Hammer time.
And then you had,
Whoa,
and then you get to that mid '80s where metal's heavy hair bands are still hanging on and they're striving because Guns N' Roses, all those come up. And then you've got the Metallica albums which start taking you down that little deeper path, a little harder edge. And then you've got like a underground punk scene coming on.
Starting in the 90s, starting into grunge.
The '90s brought on grunge, which killed
Nirvana.
metal.
So where did it fall off, man? Nickelback?
No, it
Is
just
that what
no.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Nickelback came out,
Hey,
and it's just like,
No,
man,
it fell off. To me, it fell off when they stopped promoting the albums and you started being able to buy just singles. So then you're not buying the albums. So then
You're not hearing it all. You're just hearing the pop that they're playing on the radio.
Exactly. And that's where it started, like everybody started falling off. And then you had like us growing up with the hair metal bands. They kind of had to start changing with the times. They started going kind of harder and heavier, and then eventually it just sort of, and then grunge only lasted a couple of years. But
That sucked.
yeah, but then it's like, okay, now we're stuck with what we got now. But you had, like back in the '80s, you had your country, you had your hair metal bands, you had your pop bands, you had your
And a
European pop, which was like the Duran Durans, the Depeche Modes.
man, I feel like this is what we got now. It's just
not as broad. Like everything has kind of been like streamlined.
I think it's crazy how country's coming back.
And yeah,
Country
but is
used
it?
to not be really cared about?
How we doing, guys?
We're doing pretty good. Can I get a number 7, please?
You're number 7?
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
Can I try the outlaw?
The outlaw? Yeah.
I'll take an outlaw as well.
Okay.
Yeah! Outlaw, baby.
Okay, so 2 and so 2 outlaws.
These
Yeah,
old people
2 outlaws and 1
crazy.
Grateful Dead, number 7.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good name.
All
Yeah.
right, well, I'll be right out with this. Do you want another water?
I'm okay.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah, so
Slow down, baby. Slow down.
So okay, speaking on the Grateful Dead, that's another thing. Like you got those jam bands like Fish, The Dead, everything because the Dead started it,
Pink Floyd.
and then well, Pink Floyd kind of like
Jimmy
a
Buffett.
psychedelica, but the jam band is like where everybody just shows up and it's just like one big party. Now you've got Fish carrying on that angle. So But yeah, so I'm gonna have the number 7 in honor of DJ Gabbard. He works with us at Bluegrass Station.
Okay.
So Gabbard, it's for you, buddy.
Where at? Weren't we not supposed to talk about where you worked?
I don't know that.
They don't know what that is.
Where does he DJ at?
The government does.
You gave it away. All I said was the government's listening.
They don't know where that is.
The government knows.
Well, they may. Kudos.
It was
Put us on Google Maps. I don't give a fuck.
It was a broad statement that the government is always listening.
They are always listening.
That was my whole statement.
And here we go. Bam.
You can
right
say,
there.
we work at a place where they used to make hot air balloons.
They
Now
did
it's
make
all-
hot air
Now it's all hush hush.
They did make hot air balloons. How'd you know?
I know stuff.
Okay. So they,
I don't really know stuff. Don't come after me.
So what's the opinion on Deftones?
I love the Deftones.
Really?
I love
I
the
was not expecting
Deftones.
that.
They're going to be. I've seen them twice at Louder Than Life.
They got a new album coming out.
Yep.
That's because
I've got it. I've got
Speak
it.
of the devil.
I've got it reserved down at CD Central. Who?
Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah, man.
I was like, he goes, speak of the devil, like Deftones? No, I don't think so. But so that's another sad bit of news. CD Central is closing at the end of this month.
What?
Oh, I saw that.
Ooh, does
Yeah.
that mean there's
But-
no such thing as a record store
No,
anymore?
there will be new owners. The current owner
So it's
sold.
not closing. It's just
It's CD
understand.
Central is closing. They will rebrand it, so it'll have a new name.
Why wouldn't you keep the same name?
I don't know.
I mean, you gotta.
I guess because Steve owns it. I don't know.
He's like, you can't use my name.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna be a dick and not do anything.
So that is. But yeah, so
Let's
that's one
talk
of the-
50s and 60s music. Good stuff.
yeah, I love 50s and 60s music.
Again,
You guys have probably never heard 50s or 60s
little
music.
doo-wop action.
Okay.
I've watched the Lion King song.
You have got to. You all talk about me broadening my
Branch
horizons.
out, man.
This kid right here.
I really
mean-
like Tyler Jones. That's all. Tyler Jones in Kentucky. That's all.
All right, so doo-wop, as you will know, is this kind of it's all about timing, and one of the best doo-wop was the Del Vikings.
Ooh, well, you're not gonna go Four Tops.
Four Tops is good. Okay, so
I mean, Frankie Valley Four Seasons. Pretty
Frankie
good.
Valley, yes, but
Have you seen that
the
video of him?
No,
He's like he's like an animatronic.
He's animatronic, yeah. So I'm telling you right now, whatever he would, they rumored that he had mob ties. I'm telling you.
Have you seen the movie? Jersey
Yes,
Boys.
but I'm telling you, there's something going on that he has to keep performing
I was just saying,
until he's dead.
you hear these contracts where like the mafia was like, you got to keep performing for us, and that's what I think. They keep pushing another. We're gonna suck every penny out of you.
I'm pretty sure he's 99 years old.
He's like-
He died 3 times, and they took him to Walt Disney, and he's now an animatronic.
Oh, hilarious! Thank you.
Of course.
You're doing fabulous, Hannah.
So you talked about two things, Kate, here. And it's conspiracies
Also,
and
that's
sports.
good news.
If y'all
There
are
you go.
Biggest conspiracy.
Of course.
sports,
Moon landing was fake.
What was? Oh, I'm with you. How about the Earth is flat?
I'm with you on that one.
Thank you.
I can get you on that.
Thank
I
you.
can get him on that.
Thank
Get
you.
on that board.
stop. I can't. I can't do that.
Have you
Why do you think it's real?
have you been out in space? Do you know?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Need to.
Who's feeding
You don't
the
need to
images?
because
NASA.
somebody
NASA.
told you.
Cover me.
Set
Oh
a
Lord,
phone
here we
down-
go.
Set a phone down on a time lapse, and you'll watch the world.
But so how do you?
You'll prove my point. Is what you're gonna do.
So how do you explain the photos from the highest?
If you look at the photos, like even that space jump that the Red
No,
Bull guy did.
I'm talking about from the highest building in Dubai, where you're up on the top and you can actually see the curvature of the Earth. How do you
can't.
explain that?
Where does the sun go when it goes down?
You cannot see the curvature of
Yes, you
from there.
can.
If you'll even listen
go
to
into
your
this
buddy
blank
Neil
space and
Grassick,
then comes
whatever his
back
name
to
is,
where we
he'll
are.
tell you that
Who?
Goes in like-
Neil Grassick, the one dude who does the science stuff all the time.
Bill Nye?
No, his name is Neil Grassick.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
You'll have to look him up. Even he'll say the Earth is round, but he'll say you can't see the curvature from anywhere we've been.
Yes, you can.
So
You can't. It's impossible. If you if you look at the formula they have, like if you look at it, it's like so many miles it has to dip per mile. It dips so many feet. You can still see straight ahead.
You're not a flat
But-
earther.
I'm a flat earth baby.
But when you're watching,
But he'll tell you, big scientist guy, he'll tell you that even with the space jump and everything, you can't see the curvature from that. From his brig, you can't see the curvature of the Earth at that height. You have to go.
So you're
way
saying that okay? So we could walk the United States,
Fall
either
off the
side.
face of the planet.
No, either side. And then when we get to the ocean, let's put the deep sea, and we'll get on a boat, and then we're gonna walk through the oceon,
walk through the ocean.
and we're gonna come up. And you're saying we're gonna walk and fall off?
No, you'll hit Antarctica.
You'll hit
There's
the
an
ice wall. Boom!
No, I'm walking east to west.
This is what you're thinking. You've been programmed to believe this. You've been programmed. Somebody tells you something after so long, you're like thinking it. It's
Well,
true.
when
It's
will I
true.
fall
If
off?
somebody told you 1 + 1 = 5 your whole life, and then somebody says no, it's 1 + 1 = 2, you wouldn't believe it.
When
would
will
you?
I fall off though? If it's flat, you're
You
gonna
may
fall
not.
off.
We don't know
That's what I'm
how
saying.
much line is terrible.
So you're saying if I walk,
Don't be trying to.
so if I walk from the middle of the United States, we're walking, we get to the edge, Carolina, somewhere, we're in the ocean.
Yes, Forrest Gump. You're walking. Okay.
Yeah, I'm walking, and then we're on a boat, so we put on the deep sea diving.
Have you seen the ancient maps?
And then, well, just hold on. So then the boat sails, and I'm on the bottom of the floor. I'm walking.
We just told you what you're going to hit.
I'm not if I'm going east to west. I'm not going to hit Antarctica.
You are surrounded by the firmament. Look it up in the Bible as well. You're surrounded by the firmament. We don't know what's beyond. You're assuming what they told you is the Earth is round and it's this little speck.
And I'm gonna.
And you're
but
gonna
if I'm
bubble up.
walking, I'm gonna end up in
But
Japan.
It could be
And then if I'm walking,
a
I'm gonna end
million
up in
times
California.
bigger than what you think it is.
It could be.
So you hit the ice
Because
wall.
we don't know exactly.
Beyond the ice wall,
I'm not going north and south. I'm going east to west.
Beyond the
around the world, the globe that you know it, is the firmament, the ice wall.
No, that's North Pole, South Pole.
No.
Yeah.
Around the world is the firmament, ice walls.
It's North Pole, South Pole.
Look it up.
So there's a man.
Just because it says Antarctica doesn't mean ice.
There's a man on University of Kentucky's campus. Okay.
There's a man.
And and he needs to be a guest on here because this man will talk to you for days. He sets up a giant billboard, and he comes every evening. He even has merch for you that you can have.
Is he a flat earther?
Huge
flat
flat earther.
earther,
He will
blue-lining
scream to
head.
the top of his lungs at these little kids trying to go to their classes, man.
I mean, you think it's crazy, but you've been programmed, have you not? Do you believe everything you see on TV on the news?
Hell no.
So
Hell no.
so when CNN tells you something, do you buy it?
No.
Okay.
Because
So why do you believe
because it.
something you haven't seen that some guy
What do you mean
says?
something I haven't seen? There's
Have you seen-
photographic evidence that the Earth is
what?
round.
If you look it up, every photograph from the space is in a fish lens. Meaning it creates. And I have your biggest proponent of the round Earth, Neil Grassi, telling you this. Was
What
this the space jump right?
What are we looking at?
This is the Red Bull man jumping out. We need a Joe Rogan thing.
They were using a fishbowl lens.
Where
Neil
like,
Grassi will.
what?
Neil Grassi will tell. Neil Grassi is your biggest
I'm starting to really not
your
like
biggest guy who says the Earth is round, but he'll tell you from that height you cannot see the curvature. If there and it is high.
mean?
Passed out like 15 times.
What do you mean you
Does
can't
that
see the
not mean
curvature?
I mean, it could be high. You don't see the curvature of the Earth.
How can
you
you
cannot
not see the
The dude was
curvature?
rotating. There's no way he even had a good look.
You can't because. All right, here's your boy Neil Grassi. I can
here's
tell
another
you.
thing.
My boy,
He holds
my
up.
boy. I don't even.
He's for you. He's for you. He'll hold up a ball and says that if you rubbed your finger across at that height, you couldn't even feel the mountains. You can't at that height. Even at that height, it's not high enough to see the curvature.
How high do you need to go?
He agrees the Earth is round, but he says from that height there, in the space station, you cannot see curvature.
So how can you use him as a reference point if he believes?
Because
the
he
exact
believes in
opposite?
you.
You think he had?
Because
a good
he's
view?
agreeing that you can't
You
see
think
with
he
that.
had a good view?
That's a fish lens.
You're like, he believes the right thing. But this is when he
I
gets
don't
down
I
to
don't see
explain
fish
why
lips
he
on that
Because he
lens.
says you cannot see the curvature from that
You
side.
even gave him the
even
acknowledgement.
see
of-
it.
He agrees that use the
Smart
fish lens, you cannot see a curvature from that
Holy
height.
shit! All right,
says
we
you
have
have-
totally gone off the rails here.
I mean, what do you want from me? Your biggest guy says you cannot
My
see it from
biggest
that
guy.
height.
He's not my
He's not
biggest
my
guy.
He's agreeing with you though.
What do you mean he's agreeing with me?
He says the Earth is round.
Everybody says the Earth is round.
Except you.
Did people in the beginning say that? Have you seen the early maps?
Yeah, get on her too, please.
So much of the world had been
Everything's flat.
undiscovered. There was literally a country that wasn't.
If you look at the early maps, they'll have all
How
we've
early
seen.
are we talking about?
I mean, 1800s, 1700s, 1500s. Look
Okay.
at them. On the outer ring, you'll see the wall.
You know how,
The wall.
how many
Nice
things
wall.
they were wrong about back
There's
then?
no ice wall.
Can you read the Bible? Do you know about the firmament? God created the firmament in the world.
No.
Okay.
I know about Revelations.
You
That's
look
about
at
it.
They haven't learned how to put in a sewage system, and we're dying to sanitary reasons.
Now,
No, you're wrong.
we can go into a whole different story about
Oh, God.
ancient history and how they built stuff.
The aliens built
I mean,
it.
look at the Romans, how they created all that. They had a sewage system, they had irrigation system that brought water from 100 miles away through the aqueducts.
The aliens did that.
They just say
No,
like a
we're talking about the Romans.
I'm
How
just
about
saying.
this?
I'm
Who
just-
built the pyramids?
The aliens.
If you look, you'll want to say, "Oh, the Egyptians did." No, they found them like that. The pyramids themselves have no hieroglyphics in them. Never have they found a mummy in them. That you keep thinking that it's the king's tomb. Never have they found anything inside. But they found chemicals and a chemical reaction, and they show that how if you added whatever into the thing, it creates power, free
But
energy.
there's caskets done.
And they all
There's
line
never
up.
been a casket
There
found.
is.
Never.
There is.
Look it up.
What is
Never.
crazy is how perfect it is too.
Yeah.
Alignments.
Yeah, that is kind
It is that I will agree with you. That is a bit absurd.
And you want to believe that 100 billion slaves just moved these rocks and
They
magically
didn't drag them,
lined.
they floated them in on the waterways that was created at the time.
You think waterways? So the whole pyramid was underwater, and they built it, and they lowered the water. That was their technology.
They had technology
Here's something for you.
to deal with the irrigation.
They could have used
They
sound
were
frequencies.
I heard this, man. They're just on the rocks lifting them. I've heard
If you
this.
now,
like they're all blowing into a trumpet.
now
and
think
it's
about this.
levitating.
Everything, including everything in your body, has a frequency.
Oh, here we go.
This table, this table, this table has a frequency.
This was a couple episodes ago. He started talking about everything having a frequency.
It is-
Holy shit.
Everything is. I mean, look it up. It's fact. Everything is
How
a
many have
frequency.
you had?
Not enough.
You have a tree.
That is hilarious.
Everything has a frequency. Like everything emits.
It's an
a
energy.
frequency.
Your
Everything's
energy
made out of
is what you're made out of.
energy.
Every atom in your body is a frequency.
You have crystals at the house.
Like you know how sound waves, like they're like
98.1.
Yeah. it's
Like a hertz.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Like there's some things like you can even heal parts of your body because everything in your body has a frequency. It resonates. at a
Nah,
frequency.
okay, so I
So
will.
technically, if you watch Buckaroo Banzai when he goes to the rock,
Yeah.
the frequency you could flow through the matter.
Now I will believe that the human body is capable of so much more that we
Yeah.
don't know about.
Oh, you believe that, but the Earth is round. I mean, come on.
I mean, there's so much more, but yeah.
But the pyramids themselves, I'm saying the pyramids
Oh,
are power stations.
okay, power stations.
I mean-
That was a group in the 80s.
You can't believe, even through all your thoughts, like they built that with all the aligned each one of those and around the world perfectly with the stars individually with that technology that they have.
So, okay, I'm not gonna disagree with you, but
There we go. We're coming around.
it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, so since we're on this topic and we've gone so much, I'm gonna say that you need to probably drink some Revitalite in the morning because
my mind is clear. We're clear. You guys are stuck in the program
Need to
stage
wake
still.
up.
the Matrix.
Have you heard of the
We're stuck in
Awakening?
Matrix.
Have you heard of the Awakening?
No.
You're gonna
That's
get
a
in the
horror
way.
movie, isn't it?
We're on
Oh,
the
that's the
same time
Conjuring.
TikTok, for sure.
That's the Conjuring. Holy Lord!
I mean, you got to think about if
You need to send her a friend request.
You need
if
to think
don't
about.
need
You need to think outside the box on some of this stuff. If you
What
go down the
fuck? I
rabbit
gotta
hole,
think outside the box on music. Now I gotta think
Hey.
outside the box on the fucking planet. Jesus Christ!
it's like, what do you really know? If you question the government on one thing, why not question them on everything? Do you believe the moon landing?
That's a difficult
All the
one.
stories of
That's a difficult because we haven't been back. Every time we've tried
There
to
it
go
is.
back,
magically
every time we've
this
tried.
great thing we went to the moon. Oh, the most amazing thing in the world. But now over these years, we've just
tried, yeah.
misplaced all the information we've had. All the information we had to get to the moon is gone. Poof. Like we went into Aunt Sally's closet and we said, "Oh, we'll throw this away." The most amazing thing that could happen in the world. You went to the moon. You went into outer space. You went to another planet or whatever.
Now, okay.
But now we forgot how to do it.
I don't think it was forgotten how to
It
do
is
it.
forgotten.
I think it's just one of those
Look at it.
situations.
NASA's like, we don't have the information anymore. We forgot.
Well,
We
no, I think
we
it's-
misplaced how to get to the moon.
I won't say misplaced. I think it's one of those situations where they're trying to, okay, we've still got to do this. If whether it was or wasn't, then they say, okay, we've got to do this because 68, 69, whenever it happened, was like, okay, if it was Hollywood induced, we need to do this. And it blew up. You know, we watched it in school.
So you're saying all of it was fake until they tried and the shuttle blew up.
Every time they've tried after that, it's blown up. What was it? What was the Apollo that was? It never even made it off the ramp. It imploded.
I mean, supposedly the space shuttle has been to space and came back.
but it can go to.
But it's not really into space. Think about this.
You can go
think
around the orbit.
When they tell you space, it's just the orbit of this area.
Right.
It's not really space.
Maybe you broke the stratosphere. Maybe you didn't. So I don't think.
You can believe that, but you start believing everything else, baby. Come on now. Come on, get with me.
No, I'm just saying that
Start questioning that, you'll start
the
questioning
moon
other shit.
landing is kind of a question. And it's
one of those things like what Kennedy said, we need to be there by a certain date, and all of a sudden we were there before the Russians and blah, blah, blah.
Right, but they still had the cosmonauts in
And
orbit before we
magically that movie came out that actually was, as we go by Hollywood myths, they make movies to make it easier for you to understand and
did. Yeah.
manipulate your mind about
Are you
how
talking
they-
about the girls, the ones that with the
No,
ladies
it's-
who did the?
No, it was like, well, they went to the moon. They were supposed to get to the moon, but before they got on the capsule, they took them off, put them on an island. They filmed.
Oh,
everything
yeah,
they did, like
yeah. I don't think that movie ever hit theaters.
they did.
It did. Okay.
And it was the same kind of the same timeline.
Okay. Well, so. Oh, this is a good song. This is a real good song.
Have you seen the movie Soylent Green?
Is that the one about the making of the movie, like the?
No, it's about it's kind of gross. But it's about that they basically take like human remains and turn it into like a plant powder, and then they put it into your food.
Ooh, I think I have heard something about that. Yeah.
You need to go start going down the dark web a little bit.
I'd say the exact opposite. I'd say stay away from
Stay
the
away from
dark
the dark web. Yeah.
I mean, that's where the real
less we
knowledge
know,
is.
The less we know, the better off we are.
You're just a programmed puppy falling through the
And I
wheel.
like it.
All right.
The government spits something out, and you're
Well,
like,
all right.
I'm eating it.
Here's
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm Jim Joe. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, Jim.
So here's what we're gonna do. This Soylent Green puppy is going to call off that this is it. We're done.
We've gone off for the
We have gone off the deep end. So just a reminder, we Revitalight. We have
Eric
Revitalight
is
Zero.
a conspiracy non-person. He's believing in the government. He's a government. They work at the government. That's why they're not believing the real truth. They work at the government.
All right, with that, the Brewery Boys are going to say good night, and good God, we're going to be Area 51.
Prost. Learn about the world, baby.
Like, share, subscribe.